Five. So we'll stand by. Okay. Great. Shalom. Shalom. I'll start off by giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the brothers that's teaching this truth, sincerity. Shalom to the hopeful elect. 1/3, sincere listeners. It's GMS Toronto back again, prophesying the downfall of this wicked kingdom, known as Babylon the Great. Okay, the prophets of doom. Every time we come out here, it is about doom and gloom, but not for the Israelites, but for you heathens, man, you other nations, and the wicked of our people as well. All right, and right now you have something taking place called a caravana, where all you Benjamites mainly are lined up, or reveling, so to speak, in wickedness. Right? That's a big orgy over there. That's really what it is, a dry hump orgy. Okay? A whole bunch of adultery taking place, a bunch of confusion, a bunch of, oh, that's just my culture, right? What do you call it? Going back to Bacchus, Bacchanal, what you Trinidadians call it, Bacchanal, and you're just gyrating all over the place. And you have this, you have this horns on your head. You Grenadians, you jabbers, right? You know who you are, because you're our people. But you're the wicked of our people, man. If you don't repent, right? 'Cause right now we're offering salvation to our people, man. But really, the Lord is the one that's giving it out. We're just heralds, doing heralds and ushering out the message, man, and ministering the message. What? Like Sirach 33, verse 8, and it says, "By the knowledge of the Lord, they were distinguished and altered seasons and feasts. Some of them he made high days and hollowed them, and some of them had he made ordinary days." So our culture, we have high holy days, and we have days that are essentially sanctified. And Bacchus, Bacchanalia, Caravana is not one of them, right? A lot of that same revelry, Bacchus drinking, time where repentant that was prophesied by Daniel, 7th chapter. Now, a lot of these Greekish customs, you adopted these customs in captivity. And a lot of you Israelites in the Caribbean, we adopted a lot of these things. These things are not part of the culture, right? We have education. These things are models. These things that we have as Israelites, right? Those Black areas of Christmas, Easter, and all these things. These things don't actually lead towards life. That right? That's, I got one sitting here thinking. I got Ecclesiastes 7:6. Folly sit in great dignity, and the rich sit in the lowest place. Right. Folly sit in great dignity. That's going on over there. That big parade. It's just folly. And Esau is actually at the really he's the one running it all. I think he loves to see our people in that degenerate state. He likes to see our women half naked. You know what I mean? When you see our women, the way they advertise themselves, even on a regular day, we're destroyed, right? Okay? Our women, you can't tell them nothing, you can't correct them. They wear whatever they want, right? Now more than ever, they wear nothing, pretty basically, next to nothing, you know? And that's okay, right? That's fine. Let them continue doing their wickedness, man. Right? I pray that the Lord really make something big happen, man. These people need to be humble. Or needs to humble our the pride is at an all-time high. You know? Okay. Hosea 4:6, and it says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, Thou shalt be no grace to me. See, thou hast forgotten the law on the hillside. That really needs to men down there. The thing is, judgment starts with the men first, and then it trickles down unto the women. You know what I'm saying? So you men, you're no longer princes of Heavenly Father. No longer royalty. You no longer want to be ministers of righteousness. Okay? So really, men going down there, slapping them, see your woman just the way they are. See what I'm saying? You got to play ball on their terms, right? Men, if you had any sense of sort of masculinity in you, whatever, you would boycott that shit. You know what I mean? You would boycott that shit and get the power back as a man. But you guys are a bunch of women worshippers, man. Benjamin Sips, okay? And whoever's down there, you look like him. That comes over, like, you know, Levite Sims, right? Was it on that? Hold on to that because that chapter goes into a little bit more, but bring out what you have. Yeah.
Okay, so I got Isaiah 30 and 1. It says, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh, that will strive, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. It's talking about the fact that down there in Bacchanal, Carolina, you can anything. It's to them that's a holy day.
Yeah.
Right? It's a holy day. Not here. Yeah. Not going. Yeah. Yeah. Why aren't you there? No. Yeah.
They're looking at you funny because, like, you look, you're Jake, so why are you not there? Exactly, Jake, right? You're supposed to be there, right?
Yeah.
That's their mindset, right? If you minds when they see it, they're like, why are you not there? Yeah, I want to enjoy my park. Yeah. You should be at the parade.
Even the after party stuff, right? Because it's like it's a full day. It's like you go to the day, you get the full week. Yeah, you're right. It's a full week, right? You go day parties, you dance, you get drunk, and at night party, dance, you get drunk. The same shit. So it's just a whole day of conjuring people. Because what do you think you guys are doing? Worship. Yeah, exactly. So you're creating a lot of demonic energy in that area. So what do you think is gonna happen? And then you get a lot of these people that go there, whether man or woman. But for the man, you have a woman, but you're dealing with another man's woman, you're dancing up to it, right? And for a woman, you have a man that over there, you dance up another man. And what do you think is gonna happen? There's a lot of things happening out there too. Right? Exactly. Yeah. I can get rid of that out. Yeah. We're going to back on there, and then I'll go into my. Okay. Yes. I'll keep reading it. Okay. Okay, so verse 2 it says, that want to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. So they're just talking about like hoping that something happens. Right? Hope that something happens because you guys trusted Egypt more than not thinking that this is the place, this is our kingdom. Let's revel in this place. Let's stay here. Let's have a good time. Party with something always happens at this Carabana show. Every year, there's always something that happens. Right? Yeah. I'm sure having here like after this, one of my friends that was supposed to go there walks to like basically like close among like the government has it. This is saying like how like these are the like it sounds much for next year. Like she was shut out there. Yeah. It's why like it when you shut out, that's what happened over there. Jumping to verse 7, it says, for the Egyptians shall help in vain and to no purpose. Therefore have I cried concerning this. The strength is to sit still. So pretty much Egyptians are not going to help when you guys are in trouble. You guys hide when we so-called hide again. When bad stuff happens, they don't care. They don't care. Because they already know what's going to happen. They know what's happening when they click all these people, all these demons in one area. Yeah, you're niggers. That's really what it is. That's a nigger. Alcohol? Yeah. They already know what's going to happen. Yeah. All right.
the Jake don't really take drugs like that. And some Benjamins not really into drugs like that. Some of them probably are, but yeah, for the most part, they're drinking.
Yeah, yeah.
And the alcohol, it goes back to spirits or alcohol. That brings out the demons in these people.
Yeah.
So the ratchet comes out.
It's exactly what you said. It brings out what's inside. So if you guys are demons inside, you're not cleaning yourself with the truth, right? So whatever is inside of you is gonna come out. Because brothers, when they drink, they don't go and do that other fucking shit, right? There's more in themselves,
Yeah.
if anything, right? So whatever's inside of you is gonna come out, and then you're on a day where it's pretty much it's a ritual because you see in these movies where you see these witches, they drink some type of concoction, and they play their music, right? They dance around, right? What happens? Spirits are coming out, right? So it's the same shit. It's just that people don't look at it like that. They look at, oh, it's just a festival I'm going to. It's not a big deal. But when you do the research, what just goes back to you're like, this is a fucking demon you're with. But it's like, oh, it's not a big deal. I'm not doing it. I'm just here with my friends. It's not a big deal. Yeah, but you know it's a demon you're worshiping. So now that you know this, what things happen to you? Right? So
And it's under the guise of or under this guise of them talking about emancipation of slavery.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
really?
yeah.
How come Judah don't have that?
Right, right.
Then that's how you know this is something else.
Yeah.
Right? This is literally custom.
Sky. Yeah. Last few says that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord. So they won't hear. So if someone won't hear you, that's pretty much if you talk to someone who's supposed to go in here because of the other. So there's no point in talking to them. You always sit down with them. Two guys always sit down with them. Right? Don't give your clothes on the spot. Last one it says, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak not unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
Because these people are so wicked. Our people are Jacob. But figure all the crap, right? But they really believe that the law is done away with, so we can do anything we want. So what do you govern yourself by? Is the law that evil that you don't want to try and keep it though? That's the way they make it seem. Exactly. So let's just say the simple law of not eating swine's flesh. You know that with the diseases that come with that, diabetes, high blood pressure. Wouldn't you want to avoid that? You know what I mean? Like common sense, you say, okay, let me avoid that. No. The law is done away. Brother, all things are clean. All things are clean through Christ. Whatever NIV scripture that they're quoting, and to fit their narrative. See what I'm saying? If it would still benefit you to try and keep the law, you know what I mean? To know how to treat your brother, know how to treat your wife, know how to treat your parents, whatever. You know what I mean? At least try. That goes back to the scriptures, right? But no. We don't have to do that. All things are clean. But you're a demon. It shows you bad what you're saying. It shows you that we don't want to be good. Yeah. They don't want to be good. They just don't want to be this. Yeah, they despise. Yeah, they despise. Yeah. So they then it's you, and you're like the mirror that exactly holds it up. Like, what makes you're better than us? Yeah. What makes you so special? What makes you so good? Like, you know what I mean? That's the mindset that they have.
They're better than you niggas, man.
Yeah.
Follow the laws of the other.
That's it. That's it. And then
Not because of it.
it's not, yeah. And they know that. They feel that. So it's like smoke weed, like better than us, nigga. Like, Yeah. Why their life so good that you don't need any vices? So yeah. You know? That was it.
Proverbs 29 and 7. And it says an unjust man is an abomination. Just and that is upright in the way is an abomination. Wicked. Right. So you walk in a certain way, it irritates us. Because we don't conduct ourselves in the same fashion. As soon as say that man, we shall be moved by his walk and conduct themselves because it irritates how they're feeling inside. Right? Because they feel like essentially misery loves company, like you said. They want you to be indulgent, but we were made to be upright. Jacob is a plain man, but intensively into that word plain means to be upright. Right? We weren't made to be like this.
Okay, so Bacchanalia in the etymology it says drunken revelry
in the name of the Roman festival held in honor of Bacchus, having to do with Bacchus, the festival so notorious for excess that they were forbidden by the Senate in 186 BCE, Common Era, and participant of Bacchus. Essentially goes back to the Greek god Bacchus. I think the equivalent is Dionysus.
They said that they banned their tourism as a favorite pretty much.
The reason why they brought it back up, the niggas, you know how niggas are, right? They make wickedness so like popular. Right? They're like, oh, this is like selection. This will be right, man. It's like it's getting the leg. Let's run with it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Shut shit down, businesses get open, you know? Stuff like that, yeah.
Remember, I heard like how would actually put it all to say that much green because it's the Marcus.
Yeah.
But when it goes to like what is like the league school the do they get okay. It's really this 50 this you know. I feel like only like these kids from the graduate, you know, they grow up like double ring. It doesn't like all kinds of dope. What can you win?
Yeah.
Dress like that. Don't talk about and then it's like a slide dress.
Yeah, if you go in college or university, they're talking about origins and they introduce you to the new philosophies and wines and get drunk. You know, this day we get drunk and we party or oh I forgot what happened last night. You know,
I blacked out.
I got the hangover. American Pie type shit.
Yeah, those things go really deep. Yeah, it's not just like, oh, they're getting drunk. It's, you know, like, if for guys who know how to break movies down and stuff, that those movies go really deep. Yeah. I want to start like Sean Pictures, learn something and breaking movies down because it's not just, oh, them backing out and then they wake up in the morning and forget to remember what happened. Yeah, it goes deeper than that.
Yeah. It's true. They just might not show it, but they hint at it. And yeah, there is meaning behind it. Yeah.
Let's read this again in the etymology from Aquileia. It says the festival became so notorious.
It's locked in. We ain't missing out on shit. Put it out there right now.
That's right.
You in?
We'll go to Peter to
Yeah, anywhere. I mean, I don't even get gal there.
Yeah.
Get gal anywhere.
Yeah, what? Because these girls, when you go down, they just want attention. Anyways.
That's it.
You know, they don't want anything else.
That's how we've always done.
Like, we're on a higher playing field than you Israelites. You guys are going right now. It is what it is.
Yeah, they're fucking playing.
As of how it stands, so the cost is on down. We're the elite of our people. All right? The elite of our people, we're not going to be hanging with the commoners, right? So I'm fine. Okay? It is what it is. We're above you guys. And, we got to own it, right? All right? I'm tired of you guys, man. King's not going to be doing what the commoner does, man. We're getting ready to be rulers of this universe. That's right. 144,000, governing body. Lord will, we're of that number, man. That's what our eyes are set upon. We'll have a party in the kingdom. That's what we'll party, man. See what I'm saying? That's when we'll have our fun. We're going to have the most fun. We're going to have more fun than y'all. That's right. Okay? We're playing the long game, right? You know what I'm saying?
Quick point is like, why would you go there and get a bunch of whores anyway? In the kingdom, we're gonna get virgins.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. The woman's gonna be perfect. If you're talking about why would I go and lower myself for something that's like a woman that's on the bottom? Yeah, like why am I gonna do that? Like you said, we're kings. Doesn't make any sense. That's like you guys in scripture, Sharon, it says I've seen a previous thing where I seen princes walking as servants, and I forgot it goes how servants on horses and princes walking as servants. So you Israelites, there is a servant, you're like being a peasant or homeless type of mentality. Right? So when we come at you guys know around us, we don't want you around us. We really don't. So when we see Esau, I made a video about it. When we see Esau push you guys down the street, that's the most likely I'm stoning you. Because it's a stoning.
Yeah.
Like, it's a slingshot. A high powered slingshot. That's the most like taking you out. You're like, hey, you got enough in your fucking face, you gotta get out of here. So eventually this is gonna happen on a mass scale. So hopefully something happens today. I hope something happens.
Most likely it will because the actual fast show spy. They make music like that. They might have a cool performance. And we make it cut it down. Oh yeah, come play. Imagine this with all the rappers. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Funny music is like that. Hey, it's bring it.
Yeah. Okay, just to go back here to Nigeria, it says the festival became notorious for excess that they were forbidden by the Senate in 186 BCE.
Yeah, Senate for dating. That's how bad it was.
Yeah, and I'm sure these guys are geeks. They're like, oh, we don't want this. And yeah, it's like what? Too much shit going on here. You know, like the drunk in the streets, or they're having sex. Kids are watching. Just like the gateway. That's exactly what that is. Yeah. I wasn't just like just a watered down version of the gateway. That's all it is really. So you know, when adultery goes on there, the gay girls, gay guys, everyone finding up with each other. They're pretty there. You know. Yeah, all right. So the main point that I have is going to be at verse 7. The IB. So this is second Maccabees 6:1. Not long after this king sent an old man of Athens to compel the Jews to depart from the laws of their fathers and not to live after the laws of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and to pollute also the temple of Jerusalem, and to call it the temple of Jupiter Olympus, right? And that in garrison of Jupiter, the defender of strangers, as they did desire that dwelt in the place. The coming in of the mischief was sore and grievous to the people, for the temple was filled with riot and reveling by the Gentiles. Right, so they pretty much came into our holy places and made it profane. Right, they were doing the orgies, they're having sex in our temples, man. Right, who dealing with harlots, right, and had their kind. That's
Yeah.
what these hoes are.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, man. You know, who dealing with harlots. And listen, we know where we are. We know where we live. Right? We're not just calling just go down there like that's had the fucking trusted or horse. All of them are. You know what I'm saying? And had to do with women within the circuit of the holy places. It's now. Con. Always a weirdo. Where the fuck are you going at? And besides that, brought in things that were not lawful. Right? The altar also was filled with profane things which the law forbidden. Right? So like the little orgy that they have down there, they might be like, you know, like go behind a girl and joke or whatever, go behind the next one, that one might be married. Yep. And then they have a thing where like, oh, it's in our culture, right? Yeah. If a girl says something, or they have videos on TikTok saying, oh, if a woman go and whine on a man if it's cheating, all that bullshit. Right? These are all profane when it comes to the law, man. Right? Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient feasts, or to profess himself to be a Jew or an Israelite, right? These people are so far gone. This is not even in their mouth.
Yeah.
They never know who they are.
Yeah.
Dry ass bones, man.
That's like, so, I don't know who's going to understand.
Oh yeah.
As long as we're not doing this,
Yeah.
as long as we're not refraining from, the sun and the ways, business and all that stuff,
Right.
he loves that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
As soon as he sees us coming up, he knows ends near.
That's right.
He knows the prophecy.
And the prophets are that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So this is the main point here. And in the day of the king's birth, every month, they were brought by bidders constrained to eat the sacrifices. This is going into the court, man. Right? And when the path of Bacchus was kept, so this is the same thing going into Bacchanal, right? Reveling in the streets, drinking, getting drunk, orgy. The Jews were compelled to go in procession to Bacchus carrying ivy. I told the brother to look up the tradition of ivy in Greece, right? You see a lot of Olympians wearing the ivy around their heads whenever they went. Like back in the day, it was more prevalent, right? But now they don't really do it as much because in the Olympics, when guys win like a gold medal, they literally count them with the ivy around their head. So it's what it says with the ivy.
Yes.
All right, go for it.
I have it. I started catching it too.
Yeah, both of the way.
Bring this one first.
All right.
Okay, so the IV in the etymology, it says, The ivy bush is a sign of a tavern where wine is served, attested to the 15th century. The ivy being sacred to Bacchus.
Right.
The ivy leaf, inspired by the image of old ivy massive wall, dated 1935, originally in reference to a conference of football teams agreeing to organize teams and play games set by rules. Okay, so then it goes into all these different, top-notch speech and rhetoric.
Exactly. That's what it all called Ivy.
I'm saying it's not a coincidence that that they talked about getting drunk. That's all they do now, then, right? You talk about Dionysus when it goes into them partying in the streets or reveling, drinking, right? That's exactly what's going on there. They might tell you part of their culture. This is not part of our culture, man.
Right.
The niggas got this from Esau.
That's right. That's right.
Esau got this from the people that were living in the land before him. So it's passed down. Israel just pick it up, right? It's stuck on because it's stuck on stupid.
I put it in ChatGPT with information. So in ancient Greece, it said the first thing it says it's sacred to Dionysus, god of wine and ecstasy.
Right.
Ivy was a part.
Let's get that one.
All right.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but drugs all that, and
Yeah,
it's true.
and
There's no feeling.
Yeah.
You pour it. You pour a feeling.
Molly is a controlled form of the ecstasy.
Yeah,
Right.
That Benjamin is perfection.
Yeah.
Makeup. That's a big thing.
yeah. I know what you're talking about, but the brain release.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Dopamine.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, it's DMT.
That's exactly what the ecstasy does too. Ecstasy. Yeah. Right. And all that.
And chase after that because they're like that experience and it's that with the house. And the side tangent we're talking about that DMT when it's released when you die. A lot of people have occurrences where they say they're seeing spiritual realm.
Right.
So it's a drug in your brain that when it releases, it allows your spirit to release from your body and it goes to spiritual realm. Right. That's why it's yeah, exactly. So you chase after it with the MDMA and ecstasy and all the yeah, it's cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's that. I have it in here.
Oh yeah. So,
Yeah, so this ecstasy and the etymology, it says elation, it says rapture, Greek ecstasis, meaning entrancement, astonishment, insanity. But it says any displacement or removal from the proper place, drive out of one's mind.
right.
We have to meaning both.
Yeah, but it's right in the mind, man. When you take those drugs, even alcohol, right? You feel like a euphoric feeling. So you might get a little dizzy, but you feel good. Yeah, but I've never been on that. Yeah, never been on drugs. But from what I've read, and from what they show you when you're getting drunk, right? It's like your mind expands or something. You go into like you go into different worlds. Yeah. That's why you have people on the take drugs. They go crazy. That's them letting in demons, man. Yeah. It creates a portal in your mind where you let demons in, and if the demons stay, you fuck. You know?
I'm just lucky. I was just making a point to a brother on the side. The rapper Lil Jon did a song. He's like, fine. You know, and he always had a cup in his hand, like Dionysus or whatever.
Yeah.
And tell you to get crunk. You know, so get out of your mind. Demons, man.
Or here it says a state of rapture that is inside the body, while the soul contemplates the divine things.
So your mind goes in a trance and your body gets, it's like, what do you call it, the body high. Yeah. You know, that's what these drugs are meant to be, man. Yeah. And when you're on these drugs, guess what happens? You don't care if it's a man or a woman, man. Right? So you go right back into that gay orgy, man. Right? You don't care if it's a man or a woman, so you're gonna make out, right? So the next day people might say, oh, you know what you did last night? Like hangover.
Yeah.
The end of hangover to show you all the pictures.
Yeah.
In Thailand, and all that shit, right? So it's the same thing because Alan gave them ecstasy or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know what he gives them, but right? And they lost their mind. They were like, they went to Mike Tyson house, stole his tiger. Yeah, right?
That's what you're saying. That's why the whole hitting thing. That's why you purposely drug you without them knowing. He wants to get them in that state where he can with them.
Right.
Because they, like you said, they're not aware. Like they're in that state, so they're like, if there's a guy, they don't care.
Yeah.
Right? Demons on you. So they're like, whatever. They wake up and he's like, what happened? He's like, well, you did this. You got demons.
So you gotta do what I have to do. You get what I told you to do.
Well, I release them.
That's like sounded double time. I'm like, love that shit.
Yeah, so that's where you learn it from.
Blackmail, man.
Blackmail, what?
Don't call blackmail.
Yeah.
Whitemail you, man.
Yeah. Yeah. That was the,
I got more on this one.
yeah.
It says,
After this run out of script, right? Yeah.
it says, Ivy was the primary plant symbol of Dionysus, the god of wine, fertility, theater, and revelry, religious ecstasy, and transformation. Dionysus was often depicted wearing a crown of leaf of ivy leaves, not grapevines as many as see.
Right.
Ivy is representing eternal life.
It doesn't be transformation, right?
Yeah.
When you drink, I've been to Caribbean enough time and get wasted. You do transform, man. The normal person into a damn human. Big human. You start jumping out and start pushing people down, right? Your mind goes into another dimension. Right?
That's the music.
The music too.
Notice when Ivy is saying, you know, when they're doing like the trances and they're doing like rituals.
Yeah,
Because usually drums playing, there's usually bells, something, right? Because music is frequency, right? Esau knows about frequency and stuff like that, right? Which is goes on that shit.
and that soca shit is on the beats are like it's really high.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You're talking to like I said, you're pushing people down, they give you instruction, go to the left, go to the right,
Yeah.
right? Most of the songs about drinking anyway.
Yeah.
That's a sign.
Yeah. Wave your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all backing out, man.
Right?
We're reading about what you niggas were doing in the past. Back here doing the same thing. Good talk about reincarnation doesn't exist. Yes, it does, because the same people are back here doing the same thing, celebrating the same festivities. Right?
That's what it looks like. I believe.
Oh, which demon is that?
Yeah, so this is what that basically is the same festival, that same ceremony in the islands, right?
Yep. Because the whole
Oh,
the jab
Come closer.
situation, you guys are literally put
Oh, you're right there.
right?
Yeah.
Right? And they put on the horn, and sometimes they have a red pepper and they might represent the devil, right? And they just like literally just go crazy. You know, a couple of them died because they got so drunk at one point in Grenada that they fell asleep with a tar on their body, and it went inside their bloodstream and poisoned the shit out of them. Right?
I think now they just use the black paint.
Yeah, they just back
Yeah.
tar.
Yeah.
Like literal talk.
Yeah.
They just want to be dark, man.
Yeah. The demonic. That's what you niggas are black. Right?
Yeah.
You're black. Right. You're black. I'm not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Straight.
there's one more part. After this. It says, second part says, wreaths, the ritual use. It says, ivy was used to make wreaths worn by worshippers, actors, and celebrants in Dionysian festivals. It says Dionysia, a large festival in Athens.
I'll say this. With all of the Athens, right? Because people who won something, right? That's what happened. That's what, you know, at the Olympic, they give you the IV right around your head. But then after the whole festival is done, what do you think happens after the festival is done? Fucking orgy, man. Right? And if you hear
Olympic Village.
yes. Yeah. What's his name? Usain Bolt and what's the
Osama.
Powell? They were talking about all the condoms that's up there, man. Right? And they're listen, man. Usain Bolt and Osama Powell ran through all them shit. Right? They ran through everything. They're part of all those orgies, man. But it's like a hush hush thing. Everyone knows that it goes on, but they don't say anything about it. You know?
This one, the one that happened in France, they said they pretty much designed it to where they couldn't do all that. I'm sure they still did it.
They did it.
But like basically the beds were so small and basically there's no air conditioning and you know like they didn't treat the athlete whatever.
Because it's niggas, man.
Yeah,
This is Summer Olympics.
Yeah.
I know chicks are gonna dominate.
yeah. So yeah, they're trying to Exactly. Oh yeah, I heard about that. You know what I mean?
Oh, AC.
You know?
Food was trash. The government should be like, this is our representation. Yeah, this number 20 comes with this. This is for your food and all that. Yeah.
You should have boycotted. Yeah, you guys are smart. You take the smart. You would have boycotted that shit. You know, and they caught Shelly Ann Fraser.
They did.
Price, right?
This, yeah, come on.
To make it strengthen the field, make it strengthen.
She's like a random person.
Yeah,
The chick is supposed to be in there. You know what she's competing, but you gotta take it.
yeah, you have to go around. Yeah, you have to go around this.
Some bullshit, man.
Yeah, Esau just coming with his semantics. You know, but it's good for you, Jakes, anyway. Whatever.
It's fine.
All right, because this place is going down. Right? Society is corrupting.
But like in the past, this anyone who made the Olympic was like they were held in a higher.
Yeah.
There's many things. Right. You cannot do that to an Olympian, man.
Yeah. They had 12.
Yeah. That should be done now.
Yeah. Nobody gives a fuck about it. Nobody.
Classes used to be shut down to
Yeah.
watch the Olympics and
Yeah.
and all that. Now like, it's like, honey, yeah. You win a gold medal. They used to be at the airport for you, like looking with cameras and all that, signs. Now you come home, no one's there.
Yeah.
You know, no one's there. You just come home and you get your luggage, you walk, jump on the plane, and you go home.
Yeah, regular civilian.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Finish
Did I
that.
Yeah, go ahead. Brother.
That's the one thing, right? Look at Proverbs 20:1, and it reads, "One is a marker, strong drink is raging, and whosoever is deceived thereby is not wise." And also going to like I was saying, like in drink is still begin to pass it out. You have locked down for the kind of can't even look themselves. Some point one is actually the marker. There has been one you go, but it's in moderation. What's not going over the limit? What's not that point? I know that's what we're doing it. That's when actually I know like one against it.
Yeah.
It's get this like difference.
Yeah. Wine is good in a controlled environment.
That's
You know
right.
what I mean? Like not to be out and about in public. That's so weird. No, you're not wasting in public. Like, no. You know what I mean? Yeah. You get wasted in your house, whatever. That's what you want to do that day. As long as you're not a drunkard, as long as you're still taking care of your business, and handling business, you when you guys gonna have drinks and the sun come up. Yes, of course. Yeah, you do that within your own right. Right? You got to still be handling business. You know what I mean? That can't come against that can't mess up business that you have with y'all by sitting outside. Right? The first business that you have. Okay? You know what I mean? But a lot of people used to do this much, man. No, you just like overall you just have demons of other shit. Then but then you have demons from trauma and all whatever the fuck you guys are going through. Then you mix it with liquor, that's more demons and spirits. You guys are bugged out. We're not really dealing with people here. You know what I mean?
Right.
We're dealing with people with multiple spirits. Eight spirits are there. Demons. They also part of why most people have because not supposed, especially drinking alcohol as a comfort. Company gradually was saying for the trauma and stuff like that. So you say as a big comfort, the prompt this happened to me when just drinking and going. But it's not going away, right? It might be a period of time where you feel good, yeah. But then it comes back and you have to deal with it again. So they run it's like synthetic comforter instead of the true comforter. Right? The Holy Spirit, right? Because we go in this truth. I mean, I can think myself. I had my own issues in the world coming in, but it heals you, cleans you. We don't have those problems anymore, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So this is Psalm 31, verse 27. It says, "Wine put new life into you if you drink it in moderation. But with life be like without it? Wine was created to make us happy. If you drink it in moderation and at the right time, it can lift your spirits, make you cheerful."
And that goes through both. Right, because that this is the two wine that we're drinking right now. Philosophy, right? This is the right philosophy that is saying right? Because this is drinking in moderation also. Yeah, that's true. And it makes your heart cheerful, man. After you drink this philosophy, Right? Because you're going into the trauma that people have. Yeah. This is the only thing that can cure it. And all of us here are traumatized. Man. Yeah. Right? All of us came to the triangle splinters. Yeah. Back here. And this passed down through blood. Right? That's why Yahushua, he's the one who's going to sleep into the sleep. Right? All our traumas. That's right. That's what the scripture says. He's going to come and killing in the sleep. Right? All the trauma that we're going through, and all the depression, all the sadness, right? And from being in this fucked up place, right? That's the point. That's why we cannot get out. That's why was just why. Right. It's not like how the best line from the whole of the wedding. That's right. So you got these two. She like they have their own religions. You know, it's difficult to be comfortable. Don't get you feel like I want to call you. You have to deal with it. That's right. Yeah.
Not liquor. Not wine.
Not liquor.
Yeah.
Drink that shit, man. You be like the brother said, you'll be comfortable for like an hour, 2 hours, 4 hours. It depends on how much you drink. Yeah. And what comes with that? Your liver gets fucked up, your kidney gets fucked up. Right? That comes with a whole nother demon, another problem. You're running from that problem, but now you have internal problems. That's right. You have demonic internal problems, the spiritual problems, and then now you're gonna have internal physical problems, man. So that's what he's talking about the scriptures.
Verse 29, Surah 31, it says, but if you drink when you are angry or and upset, it leads to headaches, embarrassment, and disgrace.
Yeah.
Conduct moderation. Because in this society, it kind of heightens vices. You gotta drink this, you gotta smoke that, you gotta whip it in his ears, it's there, and it's just like, as opposed to actually kind of like use yourself up and looking internally, right? Trying to fix and enter ways. And it's good to say that, how should I, where with how should I, how should I keep word, right? And how is I being involved with it, right? So it's, we're kind of like that woman that Yahushua was in a crowd, and woman she had a sickness, and what you got to Yahushua because we wanted to.
Right. That's it. Yeah, that's what we were doing. That's a good analogy. Moving to it. So, that was it. Yeah. I will say this as well, like for most people they don't have to, so they don't know how to cut down. So like, we get angry, we get mad, and we might have a drink, but we go and still duck that. So I think you know what I'm saying. These people they don't know. They want to test the limit. They want to mix shit. They want to certain spirits you're not supposed to be mixing. You're really not supposed to be mixing liquor. You know what I mean? Yeah. And certain liquor don't go with each other. But this world, I mix this, shot that.
That's the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
When you drink that head, you end up fucking hypnotic, man.
Yeah.
Going nuts.
Yeah.
Literally turns to the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's spirits.
That's right.
That's some green potions that make just
It's literally alchemy, bro.
yeah.
Literally alchemy. I know it's a nigga who came up with that.
Hypnotic. Yeah. What's G?
With that word, hypnotic.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh, I don't know if he was endorsing hypnotic also back then. Well, all rappers are talking about hypnotic back in the day. Yeah, right. But the crazy one, he had a song with Lil Jon and Mystical. When he's like, give me that Chris, give me that shit, give me that little picture of leg. Remember that part? When they get you twisted, man. Like, bro, these niggas are. Fuck. That was my favorite verse in that song.
Yeah, that's true. Like we're saying, that's Jake. Right? Give us anything, we can take the next album. Yeah, back.
That's why they brought the festival back in Greece. Yeah. He was like, yo, this is too much.
Which festival?
The same one, the Dionysus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, yo, we don't want this in our society. Their society, right? When they brought Jake over, they're like, yo, you can't capitalize on this shit, man. Right? Let these niggas do it. Yeah. Right? They carry that torch, man. And they're seeing it now. Niggas think that it's there in their culture.
Yeah.
Literally think it's theirs, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
Got it right here.
Fine.
Etymology. It says, section 20 about drugs, inducing sleep, from French, hypnotic, century, trying to sleep, soporific, from late Latin, hypnoticus, from Greek, hypnoticos, trying to sleep,
put him to sleep. He's sleepy. Okay, now sleep. And hypnosis, right? Sleep. Yeah. These niggas down the room, but he hypnotic, man. Yeah. They're already asleep. You're dead. Yeah. In a dead state, man. So the fact that they made that drink called hypnotic, it's a logo. Right? If you have any demons that you're trying to run from, you get a bottle of hypnotic. Yeah, go get to sleep. Yeah, look. Right? Yeah. Have you forgot about your problems for a couple of hours? Yeah. You come back again, you want another bottle. You know? Like, never come for this.
Yeah. And really, that's Esau wanting you to feel how he feels because he's never comforted.
Right.
So he wants to put you in a state of constant discomfort.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Esau's the biggest rejecter, man. Anything that we're going through, it's from my wife and it's going through.
Yeah.
Okay, that's true. He just wants to amplify his insecurities on us. That's right. And he got to bear the brunt of it. Makes sense?
Yeah. The drugs.
Yeah. All the drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it on that.
Nobody has. Remember at one point in hip hop, they were talking about, we have guys like, what's the Jesus Mafia guy? Juicy J? Yeah. Remember at one point, all he was talking about was taking guns. Yeah. And then after that, a bunch of, like 5 years after that, all the Jason is talking about getting high, man. Codeine, yeah. Codeine, all that. Yeah. Sister.
Even that push with Wiz Khalifa, like
Yes.
when you see the smoke, like the smoking in the videos, like
Right,
Wiz
yeah,
Khalifa started that.
Oh, yeah.
Before they weren't smoking weed in videos.
I like
stuff
that.
like that.
Dr. Dre had a couple of videos back in the day with Chronic.
Yeah.
But it was no smoke in the video.
Yeah.
But that's it.
But like they're actually showing the weed, like
Right.
it was illegal, right?
They would never show.
Yeah, they would never show the weed. You know what I mean? So they actually show rolling it, grinding it. Like, that's what I'm like, it's illegal. But when I was reading that shit, I'm like, I know this is illegal. Yeah. That's hot. You should be going to jail. Like, if they know you got this, they could run down on you walking around with pounds, man. Yeah, bag, yeah, turkey bags. They call it turkey bags.
Yeah.
Jay,
got the
right?
ruler, you got somebody pays to for them.
Yeah.
These niggas nothing wicked, man. Esau got you, he locked you up to the 80s and 70s for drugs. Now he let you have it. Now you think there's a bunch of crackers. Yeah.
Now you guys are the future.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, like, so much going up. It's like, oh, he's so told all these things. That's why, like, different in America. I'm like, when you're listening about these lyrics, like, all you're going to the hood is like a church. They're gonna liquor store. You're gonna block. You're a church or liquor store.
Right.
Yeah. That's because these are close to the
Yeah.
right? And it's like, a church, the hood, liquor, and churches. And church, so like, so look at this.
That's right. Let any sign. Who is thou will. Yeah, that's what Christianity is. Come as you are and do as thou will. No accountability, nothing. Do whatever you want all the time. There was an episode on Family Guy, and a tea person walking to the bar. And they, the bartender was like, "Oh, you can't do that." Oh, no. Then the person was like, "Oh, it's okay. I'm tea. Person.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can do whatever.
Yeah, do whatever you want all the time. Yeah. Right? That's the wicked world, man. No?
Yeah, fine. I remember that one.
Yeah, right. You are that. Yeah.
Put in the chat with this, that, and that, on the cups. Arrest somebody for I'll come here.
Yeah.
They're not going to look at because it's a private range, but like when it's actually that we're how it's open, that's not allowed.
Yeah.
Once it is,
Yeah.
come on, it's only one.
You go to the quick precept, go back to what you said.
Isaiah 10:1, and it says, "Go unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, that right grievousness which they have prescribed."
Really, that goes to some even hypocritical nation that we're under. You're the biggest hypocrite there is. Because okay, you're gonna arrest somebody for being naked, but you're not gonna arrest that the French parade. Fucking hypocrite. Yeah. All right. That's we fix some shit. These laws that are implemented, fucking what you call it, constitution and all that crap. This shit only applies to Esau. Esau can bend it for him.
Our law is straight.
Yeah.
Like we were saying last
Yeah,
time,
your
yes or no.
That's our fucking law.
you can implement something like
Clause.
yeah, call it some other name
Yeah.
because of this law, this person with this. It's always adding on, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yep. Yeah. And Robert shows himself a down, right? He's not gonna, oh yeah, you're right. I did wickedness. I'll pay for my sins. He's not gonna do that. That's why I'm being y'all like, no, shut you down and hold this nigga accountable. All right? You go nowhere, man. Get the chains on you, boy. Right on that neck. You know what I mean? Chain right on that neck. Where you going, man? You're going nowhere, boy. Yeah. That's right. Got it. You got more element on that. Yeah. Yeah.
Proverbs 19, and it reads, "Hear it thou, my son, and be wise, and guide thine heart with the way. Be not among unbelievers, among righteous, eaters of flesh.
Yep.
The drunkard and the glutton shall come to poverty,
Yep.
and drunkenness shall devote the man.
You know what that is? That's some part of his mindset. He's not operating on the same, frequency as you, right? And his logic is he's operating on a mindset. I don't. He's a crash. He'll crash out. You might drive. I don't know. He's bullshit. His logic, his reasoning skills is not the word of a righteous man. So you really shouldn't be around people. That's most people in the world. That's right. They were saying because people are like that guy, not being right. So really, so why? Hey, you. Yes, be mindful. You can say, wait, alcohol is in your foot. That's true. Much more, right. Yeah. That's what that did. I went to a spot. It was actually the States. Chicken spot. Whatever. Whatever. I got there. I was like, first and foremost, it was kind of fucked up because they already had these cruisers just parked up there. You know what I mean? But I'm driving in. I'm seeing Jay Gorman just twerking outside for the chicken. What? I'm like, this is some demons, man. Yeah. Like this, you got spirits, man. I'm like, all that for chicken? It's not an accident today. I'm go crashing over the chicken. Cole Tyrone. Yeah, Cole Tyrone. Tyrone never laughed. And then, James is like Jimmy Fox, like Tyrone, he never laugh. Because if you know the character in the movie, he never laughed or whatever. Or Fontaine. He said, he never laughed. So he's like, yo, there's something in this chicken. I never seen you crack a smile once. So, yeah, man. If you ever notice, like, that's what I always say, I'm never going to eat. Like, how there's in this world, like all the niggas is like crashing out, shooting up people. Guess what they did all that? McDonald's. That's right. Yeah, like always promoting them McDonald's. Yeah. But like there has to be something in that diet. Right? There's something in that chicken. Yeah. Right? So like that's all us meat brothers, we don't eat one or two times like like because like running late or whatever. Yeah. I go and get us like a chicken sandwich or whatever. But apart from that, we don't eat like that. So if we can avoid it all, Cosby will not. Yeah, sure. Yeah. High vibrational. That's right. That's what I'm saying. We judge people that don't. I'm judging people that ain't eating good food. You're not taking care of yourself. Yeah, you eat swine flesh, whatever, shrimp and all that stuff. Dog, you eat fast food. I'm judging you. That's right. You drink soda instead of water. Yeah. That's a lot of girls out here too. Oh yeah, Jacob. So the Southern Kingdom, they drinking some fucking water. They're drinking Pepsi or whatever, grape Cola. Yeah, over the fucking water. Yeah. Someone will tell you like, oh, I don't like just water. Ew. Yeah, that's boring. Yeah, just water is boring. Like 4 years ago, I was talking to this chick. She said I don't eat vegetables. Like I can't talk. Yeah, you don't eat what? So what do you eat? Yeah, what do you eat? We don't eat vegetables. McDonald's, Wendy's. I don't have love on this planet Earth, man. Yeah. That's what the brothers are saying that people don't understand that when your body replaces the cells, each organ has a certain time where it replaces. Some in 6 months, some it's a week, some it's a year. So it's taking those
information from what you're eating. Right. Right. It's taking the material so the garbage for a year, your whole body is going to the velocity. Right. So you're creating to change the cells of your body to the vibration of the temperature. That's right. That's the sticker to the next year. You don't change it. Right.
Yeah, that's why you might say you're past, but like you get to like 40, 41, you still look the damn same, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the cells are being replenished properly.
Physically and spiritually.
Yeah. Like you can get a script to let you food your medicine. Oh, we can just, we can since we're in the topic of food. Why not? But the is still gonna get it. Yeah, yeah. You think it's still gonna get it, man. We're on to do.
Yeah,
That's okay. So back in Proverbs 23 verse 22 says, hearken unto thy father, that the God be, and despise not thy mother when she is old. By the truth, and tell it not. Also wisdom and instruction and understanding.
Yeah, another point. All right. Start of verse 1. Of the argument by the verse, right? So I think it says, Sirach 38, verse 1. It says, honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the emphasis which he have made of him. The Lord Yahweh I have praised him. For the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of the king.
Yeah, but this is this is going too full again because the prophets are also positioned. Right? When we speak and this word go out, whoever it connects with that person being healed. Right? The sins are being washed off when they hear these words and they're hearkening unto it. All of us, like, we got healed by, our elders, right? They're the one who put this word out there, wash us off, right? So we're also positioned, right? In the physical position, which is these doctors and shit. We're talking about man with the earth, man with the earth, right? Right, the prophets on that on the spiritual side, man. I mean, our brothers in the camp can actually go into the herbs and heal brothers.
Six, right? Shows you the prophet, they were on a higher level because they had understanding of not just prophecies, but they were more going around. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So if Hezekiah was said, he had and he gave figs, then he had gut issues. Right? And even if you're a Jakes, you can you don't eat pork or whatever the case may be, and other unsanitary foods. But as a king, you're gonna indulge, man. Right? You're gonna indulge and get the gouts, too much meat, too much lamb. Right? It has to be balanced. So the fact that I did give Hezekiah figs is to cure his guts. Because everything starts in the gut. When you eat figs, that makes you go to the washroom. You eat fast, all that show that's in there.
Oh, you know what? Read down a little more.
This is my man. So to research.
Okay. This is Sirach 38, verse 3. It says, the skill of the physician shall lift up his head, and in the sight of great men shall be in admiration. For the Lord hath created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise without a abhor them. Right? So it's not wise because what he does is towards a lot of other priests. So it's not wise for the Lord. That's what people are going right? So like for example, when they was that Ish family, it was an Ish family reporting a lot of abundance to themselves in California, and they had all these fires. Right? Somebody who's wise not going to do that. Right? Because we don't understand that water is one of the physical things, but that's my most. That's right, right? Like having different things that a man is supposed to have or need God's life. Right? But Esau is not wise because he hoards a lot of the resources for himself and doesn't actually use it properly. Right?
Yeah, and like let's go into the short that Esau uses now. He has the real ones, and then he gives you the synthetic ones, so you can be addicted. It fucks up your kidneys and your liver. Yeah, stuff like Tylenol. That's Tylenol is like natural. Right? A lot of these drugs that he's giving the people for like high blood pressure and all that stuff, he can literally give you that in a natural form. Yeah. Right? Oh. Okay. Yeah, God. Exactly. It's fine. Marijuana, yeah, same thing, right? There's so many things that this guy had, because the scripture says he's wiser than Daniel. This dude does his research, man. Right? He does his research. No, this is the benefits of that. Let's hide this because all the knowledge of herbs and all that stuff is slowly being actually not slowly, rapidly being like crossed out.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? Exactly. And the elders, they don't know shit. Now the elders are in the 50s. Not our elders, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that generation, Gen X or whatever, didn't pass anything down, man. Right?
Yes.
The last generation in my family, my grandmother, who just died, 2 years ago, she showed me a lot about herbs and all that stuff. Yep. Right? But apart from that, it's not to be. Yeah. Right? And if I don't pass it on to my son or my daughter, it's done. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
Studies with yeah, it's wrong 30 and 14. It says, better is the poor being sound and strong in constitution than a rich man that is afflicted in his body. What's the point of that one? Is this that
Yeah, a lot of rich niggas, right? All these are entertainers. How many of them used to die? A lot of them die, like health issues, gut issues, and they're so stubborn too. They know they have issues. They can easily go like. This is the perfect example. Irv Gotti, man. Irv Gotti just died this year. In April, when did Irv Gotti die? This year, right?
Yeah.
A month ago.
Yeah.
This dude was so stubborn and stupid. He knew the doctor diagnosed his guy was dead. He was supposed to getting himself checked, switch up his diet. This nigga was still going order Chinese food, man. Yeah. He was still eating pork, and he did the interview on the channel, drink channel, and they were asking him a bunch of health issue questions. Right. And this dude was like, "Yeah, he only lived once." You know, he's like, "The doctor told me this, and the doctor told me that, but fuck it. I do what I want." Right? This dude lost a toe. And he lost a toe, and he's still talking
Right.
shit, man.
Yeah.
Right?
I was gonna add to what you're saying that it goes also on the other side. Spiritually, they're poor, but physically they're rich.
Yeah.
So he think because he have all this stuff, his money, like that guy, I'm good. I don't have to worry about that. But we don't understand inside of the and outright the religious, yeah. The wanting, but really, all these Israelites are like that. We think that they have it, they got it because they just kingdom, they have these cars, and I got the tools, I got all this fucking shit. But we lost inside your get poor. Fine, they're oppressing. That's right. Right? So let's talk about some flip, or you might look at the outside. Well, the inside we're rich, we can heal ourselves.
Yeah.
If we had money, we can do a lot of shit with that money. We had it. But the situation, but yeah, what we would do with it, you would just take it and burn it on.
That's right. And when you've gone for this, right? Look at that thing over there.
Oh yeah.
Look at this stomach. Look at that. He's an embarrassment. Right? And you can see his legs are skinny, his arms are skinny, and his gut is like fucking super. Yeah, it's perfect. You know? He needs to take a big ass shit. 10 shits actually. Yeah, right. He needs 10 purges, man. Yeah. Right?
That's what's happening. Okay, first we see it says health and good estate of body are above all goals.
That's right.
And a strong body above infinite wealth.
That's right. What would you rather have? A lot of money, or and be rich, and your health is fucked up, or like us, daily bread, and our bodies are good, right? Our mind is good. Yeah. Right. You see all of us. We walk down the road, we're glowing, man. That's why people heads turn on and walk. Right? Exactly. Look at us. Yeah. Exactly.
But also that's spiritual because exactly wisdom making that fancy.
Exactly.
Right? So because wisdom is the principle, right? If you have an understanding of the law, and the law gives you dietary law, it gives you things what to do. That's right. A lot of our people's problems stem from the things that they are not supposed to do. That's right. Shellfish, pork, and previous stuff. And the southern kingdom of no goes to a lot of sea. But when you understand the law, you understand that those things are meant to different versus right? So they're always not trying to be greedy.
Yeah.
Trying to help.
Yeah. You just be feeding iguanas.
Yeah.
Manaku.
Yeah.
Right? what do you call it thing again? The armadillo.
Yeah.
That's wild, right? How the fuck you eat shit like that, man?
Shit.
And then and now what they're trying to, what they lied to us and told all of us, and these things are hereditary, which is a fucking lie.
Yeah, you can see how that
Yeah.
shit.
If we, it's hereditary if you eat the same shit your parents ate.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna say.
All the fried food, all the nasty wild food, the pork.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? Your lobster, the fish, which the brother mentioned.
Yeah.
The snakes.
Yeah.
Because there's a reason why the Lord mentioned in the Leviticus 11th chapter all these foods that we shouldn't eat. Talking about the bat, the owl, the rabbit, the pig, and all this stuff. Why do you think he put that in there? Because people are eating these things, man.
Yeah.
And if there was a show on YouTube called Weirdest Food or whatever. You go to South America, these guys are hunting a white bat. Right? You go to Nigeria, these guys have a bush rat. Right? A big ass bush rat is like this fucking big and high. You guys are selling it in the monkeys in Barbados. Right? You go to St. Vincent, they eat all kind of shit, man. And when you see these animals that are eating, you see when these animals are eating dead fucking like dead bodies. They're just like the pig. They just clean up the earth, and you think it's eating that. Of course, it's gonna get you food, man.
I heard what you're saying. What also happens with those things, why the most it's funny because it damages your DNA. Right? So it technically becomes hereditary because you say you pass it on.
Yeah.
So you pass on that damaged DNA. So now you might have not had necessary diabetes because of the way you're eating and damage your DNA. So that's
That's
that DNA to children.
Yeah.
And they come out really fat. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
So now you have damaged DNA. So now we have to fix that problem.
Right.
Don't pass on to their kids. It gets worse. And then it actually becomes hereditary.
Yeah.
But it started as bad eating. That's where it started.
Yeah.
It continues as bad eating. Right. So you see these chicks that don't want to eat others. They have the power to fix it, but they just don't want to do it. Right?
Yeah. So that's true.
The book of Isaiah 1:5 reads, something was called. It says, sinful nation, a people led with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord,
Right.
have provoking the Lord, the Holy One of Yahshua, unto anger. They are gone away backward. Why should you be stricken anymore? You will, says, you will revolt more and more. Their whole head is sick and their whole heart faints.
Right. So we tell our people don't eat that. They double down on it, right? So they find another animal that they eat that's not lawful. Yeah.
Yeah. They do.
Yeah. Cats and dogs. Most things. Our people are wicked. That's why we're only dealing with the elect. You can't trust a chick that would break your teeth every time. It's a piece of shit. Yep. Just like his father, the devil, I think. Just thought you would say about white race. Piece of shit. Yeah. Most of the chicks are pieces of shit. Okay? That's right. And the word has to make that separation of the elect. We're different classes. Right? See what I'm saying? That's how we manifest in the kingdom. Wicked of our people, we need to feel that shame. A lot of our people don't know anything about shame. Oh, shame society. Shame is our society. Yeah. Do whatever you want all the time. You know, no consequences. Right? But possibly, if I'm saying that we all want to eat, you know that it's about the nation, the family, about the nation, about the abomination. Everyone focus on the actually one of this try to touch. Yeah.
There's only animal actually like one of the animals like touch, but I don't probably not so touch it.
Right.
Just like the system. Yeah, there's one actually I'm not like I had a big harness in the back.
Right.
You know? I don't put some off it till
Yes.
But I was going to say, from the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in it.
There's no reasoning with them. No reasoning skills. No, you know. They're just on edge. Yeah, like you know, you see how Jake can't reason with her. Can't reason on the bed that you can't reason with the bed that she works. You know, and she raises alone. There's no reason it comes to happen. No.
That's what it said. That was 6 says, from the sole of the foot, even unto the head, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and pitching crying sores. They have not been closed, neither bound up, neither multiplied in ointments.
You haven't been made whole. Right? The only way they're gonna be made whole is when the outside. Yeah. Sorry. However you feel so they hear. If you see fit, what the person are fucking like through the missiles, right? Famine, okay, through the lasers or the chariots, however the Lord sees fit. Okay? But that's the only way you're gonna be beautiful. You know? Yeah, Fanny. Yeah, Fanny. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Somebody in the oh, boy. Yeah, I got one quick. This is one. There you go. Okay, this is what I was looking for. So Sirach 30:16 says, "There is no riches above a sound body, and no joy above the joy of the mind. That is better than a bitter life of continuous sickness." Right? So our people are in that state of spiritually and physically. Right? You guys are sick in the mind spiritually, you're sick in the body. That's why you guys walking around. You don't want to quiet if I'm healthy. I'm trying to get better and better. Why would I want to be around someone that's sick? Yeah. I don't want to be around you. Your sickness is contagious. That those demons might jump on me, so I'm staying away from you. Get away from me. I don't want to talk to you. Right? Because I mean, I can speak for myself. About me. At the end of that, I've been around women that are fucked up, and I caught them. I'm like, why am I doing this? What is this? I'm like, yeah. Oh, fuck yo, I'm done with this. And that's like if you're examining yourself, you're like, yo, this is bad. You know, you're waiting for it. Right? That's what you always have to check yourself all the time. You're gonna put your fucking place. Right? You should say, you're not risking this place is polluted. Right? It's a fucked up place. Yeah. You say numbers? Yeah.
Yes, yeah. But on the first second, you just put the picture and you share that. I'm not going to expose each other. Snake moves. Yeah. Floats and goes. Yeah.
That's a funny guy. Yeah. We know who they are, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
No, we are.
That was it.
This is Psalm 104, verse 14, and it says, "He causes the grass to grow on the cabin, and the herb for the service of man, that he may bring forth food out of the earth. Wine maketh glad the heart of man, and oil to make his face shine, and bread which strengtheneth man's heart." Was the reason natural things not to do with us, natural benefit of it. When we eat a lot of clouds, essentially what it does is it takes away, a lot of the nutrients out of the body. It makes us weaker, it makes us tired, like this sluggish. I just know it's pretty satanic, and that's what we read about in Ezekiel, the 4th chapter. It said that we will be the cloud amongst the Gentiles because they're not operating on a higher level and make it. They're operating at a very, very base, right?
Come say like this book that we really good the games is much like that. But it's keep right when you try, you know that it's just like the interest on everything. So like this is bad. It's not that we should try to pass through. They get the transfer. Okay, not really not the product of your invasions. How do you have that guy on like yeah, that's right. Okay. I don't feel like I'm like arthritis, like I'll have blood pressure. Okay, that's why it's all because look at the entrepreneurship. It's like why but what's to live of yourself. The one thing to watch out, okay, but one of the people so that's how you had to know the wrong what the problem was actually keep on actually and the other was out like all of medicine. Hey, what have the petroleum drug that we have now? But that's what we have, that's what we're doing. Now that no, we didn't buy the missing that it's fucked up. Living that actually that so that yeah, so much and they work. No?
Line 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, covering the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So far, white man is not the wicked who. Fucking wicked. Right.
Ate ko tsaka bayo ko ang kailan.
Answer.
Kayo.
Who died? Okay? Who fucking controls every facet of society, every industry? Who named it? It's all about white man. He has his hand, Amalek has his hand in everything. That's good. Profiting off of everything. Okay? We're not far fetched for saying that. You know what I'm saying? It's all for white man. That's the devil. That's what it is. Okay? You guys are going on this whole what do you call it? Image, like, you guys are on this campaign to clean up your image, and then you changed and all this shit, but you're the same devil, man. You never change. And you know who you are. Okay?
They cannot change, man.
Yeah.
Lion cannot change. Any animal, any wild beast cannot change. Right? Yeah. Well, you're still gonna hide it. Get that. Cannot. Right? Because for years you've been trying, like you said, with this pretty PR. Trying to
PR, yeah. PR campaign.
You know what I'm saying? For years. But now, whenever a president changes, he switches back into who he really is. Right? And the two ways that they're trying to perceive themselves, that's really who they are. The liberal that accepts everything. Yeah. And then when they go back to the other side, the conservative who's racist as shit.
Yeah.
But
And
both of them are the same.
yeah, they're both the same. And the liberal, they benefit from the far right.
That's right.
They can, if they want to switch, all right, I guess I'll switch to far right.
Yeah.
Throw them white.
It's a
Yeah,
game.
it's a fucking game. Oh, we have some good right and we have far right, white people. Like, so, yeah, fuck out of here. Not fooling us at all. Yeah. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 13, verse 23, and it says, yoke and change his skin, or the leopard his spots, then may ye also do good that are accustomed to evil. So was created to be, right? But the Israelites were created to be the righteous, were created to do the thing that he saw, right? We're supposed to be upright. Rather than like they're seduced by these different practices.
Jeremiah 4 says,
So you get this, like, Psalms 12. I'll start at one. The chief musician of our Shemadan, Psalm of David. Help, Yahweh, for the godly man sees it, for the faithful fail from among the children of men. They speak vanity, every one with his neighbor, with flattering lips, and with the double heart do they speak. That's the devil, man. When he talks, he always always has an ulterior motive. Not just straightforward when it comes to the devil. So how we can overthrow, how we can make a deal, and then doesn't hold up to the end of the bargain. Exactly. That's the devil.
He's still doing other things with his contracts.
Yeah, he's always three niggas on contracts.
That's pretty fine.
But yeah,
I thought the contract was supposed to be executed.
that's it.
Why are we negotiating?
Yeah.
If you renegotiate with Yahushai and Yahweh, you couldn't renegotiate. Oh, you know what? Let's go back to the mountains again and let's drop a new contract. No, it's one contract, man. It's supposed to be one contract.
That's it. Yeah. Verse 2, they speak with vanity, every one with his neighbor, flattering lips, and with a double heart do they speak. The Lord Yahweh shall cut off all flattering lips, and the tongue that speaketh proud things. Who have said with our tongue will we prevail. Our lips are our own. Who is Lord over us? Right? And that's all the devils do. And they feel that you can't touch it. They think they're God on earth. They're so proud they don't even want to give reference to the Most High putting them on.
Right.
On a level, so to speak. They're the basis of man. They just got there. They're the base of the land, but they're just here now. Right? You're the base of the land. You would never been able to get on no level. If the Lord wasn't with you. That's right. Fuck out of here. We're the last bones, man. The Lord is doing with that, you know, Alexander and yeah, you know, certain you know. Said verse 5, for the oppression of the poor, for the sighing of the needy, now will I arise, saith the Lord Yahweh. I will set him in safety from him that puffeth at him. That's exactly what the Lord is going to do, man, for his elect. He's going to put us in safety. All right, the one that's puffing at us, when he's making his laws, saying we can't be on the highways and byways teaching his word anymore. You know, making us public enemy number one. The Lord said he's going to protect us. All right. He said he will put us in safety, not you devils. Okay? You devils complaining about inflation and everything going up. We've been dealing with that all our lives, right? That's right. Been always at the lowest end of the economic code, man. But nothing new to us. Right? We're not just feeling it now. You know how to survive in our times, right? Okay? But you don't have an inheritance to pass down to your children. Now you might so-called white people are bugging out. Okay? Yep. You know how to live daily bread. That's what it's just to say. Daily bread, right? Yeah.
And the most I is doing this for the region is that give us too much, then we'll forget.
Right.
They give us too little, we'll be in that stereo like this, outside of town.
Right.
So it's balances it out.
Right.
That's where we are. That's what we see the prophets. The real prophets are not rich. Right. We're not,
right.
So the Lord's not dealing with nations.
Right.
And even if they were, let's say going to money, they would disperse it. That's it. That's it. That's what they're supposed to be doing. That's part of the law. But he's not doing that. This greedy is born into himself, like as if he's going to continue in his kingdom and his children are going to play. Work. That's what he's doing. I don't want to go to the end. Exactly. That's like a feel like that's the sin. The same spirit as we damn master.
Yeah, right. You get all these millions, but then the people in their congregation are smart. Exactly. What's going to go 50 million, 100 million? And if you have people in your congregation, you can like hook them up, man. They get a land piece of bread.
That's where they got the money from.
Yeah, they're going to be blessed.
Yeah.
So it's right. I don't know what that means. Right? Because that's what you pay for no blessing, man. Who comes free. Yeah. Right?
So we finish this. 6. Verse 6, Psalm 12 and 6. The words of the Lord Yahweh are pure words, as silver tried in a furnace of earth, purified 7 times. The word of the Lord God of the Bible. Word. Okay? What he says goes. That's why we follow after him. It's very simple to say, first be he that trusts in man. Right? We trust in the Lord. When the Lord said this, okay, that's good. We follow after that. Right? Everything else is corrupted. Right? Verse 7, thou shalt keep them, O Lord Yahweh, thou shalt preserve them from this generation forever. The wicked walk on every side, when the vilest men are exalted. That's what we have right now. Violent men are exalted in this society. You know, and the wicked are elevated, the wicked are emboldened in this society. Right? You see wickedness taking place. Oh yeah, all right, well, it benefits me.
It's so good that you said that because what's that guy's name? What's that host that dumbass podcast with that guy who's sacrificing him a couple of years ago? I was with no this guy. Comedian. He's gonna act like Chris Thunder.
Oh, Chris, no. That nigga, I know you're talking. Yes, he's a young guy.
He's a young guy. So he has a podcast, right? He has a podcast, and with this other guy, Chico and Carlos something, but they're all niggas, right?
Yeah.
So he went on Angie Martinez's show, and I saw a clip of him yesterday, pretty much begging. He's like, "Oh, what about all these guys that has $100 million podcast? What about us? What about us?" So he's literally saying we're down to do whatever. And he said it in the interview too, like, we're down. We will do whatever. Just give us what about those ones who didn't get $100 million? What are the ones who got like $10 million? What is ours? So it's pretty much begging to get in. Right?
Wow.
That's why those podcasts, they're being set up to just lead up.
Yeah, that's it.
Right? Because when you watch the 85 South podcast, there's nothing going on in there, man. You're just talking shit.
Yeah.
Why would anyone give you money to run your mouth?
Yeah. That's true. It was all witchcraft because they make it seem like it's actually their own thoughts, their own opinions. That's right. They have the cameras set up, they have the mic and all that. Yeah. They make it seem like everybody has their own opinion, but it's all controlled. You know what I mean?
What? I got a quick one. Slot 2 and 1. It says, "My son, thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for protection. Set thy mind aright and constantly endure, and make not haste at the time of trouble." And we're talking about Esau, complaining about stuff right now. We've been going through it. Israel has been going through it. Even two-thirds, we've been going through it. Esau gets a little bit of trouble. I can't. The price is so high. But I can't live. I gotta worry about.
Yeah.
Right. Look, bro, you just started, right? Stop pinching, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
Right. There you go. No.
No, I was gonna ask you to say that it's a good terrible. Yeah, tormented. That's not even like a little. That's a little bit of a. I know. I mean, what fucked it up? Nobody mourns for us. No one mourns for our children. No one mourns for our parents and so on and so forth. None of these things mourn for us. They mourn for Palestine, though. Yeah. So, but they don't mourn for us. Yeah, right. Because we're meant to be able to handle that. Oh yeah, you guys just live this. You guys don't feel anything. Yeah, you guys don't feel pain. Yeah. You know, you guys live to so whatever. You got the end of this. I'm sorry.
I'm happy Amalek is doing national team shit, man, because all of them were in cahoots to take us down.
Yeah.
Right, the Palestinians or whatever, Arabs.
Yeah. They're crusades and shit. You're warned when these motherfuckers.
Yeah, they're the one who took away our land. Man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So fuck them.
There you go. There are people mixed in with them. The Tanzania as a whole, they are not our people. That's right. Right. And then even if our people are there, people say, "Oh, you get fucked up." So
yeah, because they're not on the elect.
that's what matters.
Natural Jakes who look like Israelites will get fucked up every day. So what about the ones who doesn't look like Israelites? They're not part of the elect. They're gonna get fucked up. Man.
Yeah, you get it. All right. That's why you're not gonna want to look like a. Honestly, that thing. You look like a heathen, man. Shit, it's gonna be up for you, man.
That's right.
Because you gotta worry about Jake, like whatever. If long story short, you better repent if you look like the other nation does, right? That's all I'm saying.
This green. It says, "Leave unto him the part not away, as thou mayest be increased at thy last hand." Esau can't. Because keep on. Well,
And no, I'm good.
you can clean, you have to endure it, right? And scriptures say that the elect are gonna be scarcely saved. Yeah, it's basically they're gonna move on to that, right? Esau can't do that. That's why you were never meant for the blessing. You're a fucking weak. You're weak in every aspect of the word. Even the women don't fucking want it. Yeah, women, because the women know who's strong, right? Because they're weak, so we can see who's strong. Right?
Yeah. They know what strength looks like.
They know what
authority looks like.
You know, they just go to men. Their men have the power right now.
Yeah, economically, they're good economically. So that's why they settle for that. Stability and
Because if Jake had the power along with our physical prowess, they're done. I wouldn't have a wife.
Yeah, and it's gonna be so in the kingdom. We're only gonna have certain selective breeders. Those people might think don't make it. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Verse 4, it says, "Whatsoever," I don't know if you know, talks about it. It says, "Whatsoever is brought upon me, take cheerfully, and be patient," which patient goes into suffering, right? When thou art changed from low to state. So Israel has that ability to do it. Even the two birds can do it better than Esau can do it, right? Esau can't fucking do it, man. He's fucking weak. It's a pants, right? Last one, it says, "For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the mercy." So only acceptable men with adversity. We think that because you're going through bad times, that means I'm part of it, I'm doing that. No, it's going through it. Right? It's staying in it, it's going through it. Right? To go through, you have to keep walking. Right? Esau doesn't do that. He feels the pain, I turn back, get out. Then you have to start the process all over again. Right? Because you're weak. Anyways, that's it.
So that goes up. We give all glory, honor, and praise to King Yahweh, Hashem, Shai, Hashem, Say, Kwame Asherallah. Ball. Shalom. Elect.
Elect. Putting forward
1/3.
on the globe. Yep. A lot, especially seeing the gym.